In the last 24 hours, the Walt Disney Company has taken a major step towards their ultimate collapse, bringing the company even closer to selling off many of its properties and shutting many doors. Today, we look at all the details of Walt Disney's self-destruction, and more importantly, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next. The Walt Disney Company has rolled out flop after flop, giving us terrible movies that had a terrible summer. Doors are closing, they're selling properties, they're shutting down hotels, and now the problems are worse. The return of Bob Iger as CEO of the Walt Disney Company has not gone as well as expected. Iger, who returned for his second stint as head of the entertainment giant, was supposed to placate Wall Street, help stabilize the flailing company and restore it to its nonpartisan roots. Instead, he continued to pick fights with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. The film studio released several disastrous flops, and attendance at the theme parks cratered. Not to mention disastrous updates on Disney Plus, as the streaming service continues to lose thousands upon thousands of subscribers. And in the last 24 hours, things have gotten even worse for Disney. The company's share price reached a 9-year low, closing at $82.47 this Thursday afternoon. That was the lowest closing price for Disney stock since October 2014. And the worst part for shareholders has to be the realization that this was all avoidable. The company's strategy of making live-action re-releases of past films has not paid off as expected after The Lion King. The Little Mermaid was a box office disappointment, and the upcoming release of Snow White has already come under fire. The film star Rachel Zegler has frequently spoken about her disregard for the original movie. She actually hates it. Zegler looks into cameras and laughs about the original message of the film, talking about how outdated it is. And photos from production that were released recently were widely panned for discarding the original Seven Dwarfs for a cast of what appears to be hipsters from Portland. Their Indiana Jones sequel was another disappointment with a plot that sidelined its main character. Recent animated releases have injected politics into kids' movies with predictably poor results. The company's stance on culture war issues have undoubtedly hurt theme park demand and attendance as Universal continues to thrive at Disney's expense. All of these issues could have been avoided if the company simply maintained what made it the industry's biggest powerhouse, making quality, family-friendly entertainment that appealed to the widest possible demographic. Instead, the transition to progressive activism that started under Iger's initial tenure only got worse under former CEO Bob Chapek. And after returning to the top job, Iger decided to defend his company's poor work and poor process. And Wall Street and retail investors clearly aren't buying what Disney's selling. If there are lessons to be learned from 2023, it's that corporate politics matter. Target, Bud Light, and Disney have lost billions in revenue or market cap, all because they prioritized appeasing the left, showing they didn't understand their own customers. Here's what Disney has to realize. They are not too big to fail. If they don't change, if they don't pivot, if they don't change their messaging, if they don't eliminate woke agenda politics from their messaging, more and more people will leave. The people who pay for Disney Plus, the people who pay for park attendance, they are leaving and never coming back. Just last night, a report indicated that Disney is actually looking to form a partnership for their ESPN brand, and they're looking at Amazon. Why are they doing this? Because they can't maintain what they're doing right now and losing money. They need help. If you are not a fan of the Disney woke agenda, if you're not a fan of the way things have gone in the last several years, we have them right now. If you're borderline contemplating canceling your Disney Plus subscription, I say do it. Because at the end of the day, they will return to money being all they are about. In the last several years, they're not just about money. They're also about their message. If we hit them in the pocketbooks and we hit them hard, the message will change. So that's the future. They're either going to continue to lose, sell pieces of their property, shut things down like the Star Wars Hotel, and when their solid base of support has all left, there will be nothing left for Disney. If Disney changes in the future and moves to a moderate stance, then they'll have my support. But until then, I'm in favor of them shutting down completely. Stop your messaging, stop indoctrinating our children, and stop trying to silence the other side of your opinion. Thank you guys for being here at Coach's Archives. If you like today's episode, please go and watch our other content here at the channel. I pray that the good Lord rains down blessings on you and draws you nearer to Him in Jesus' name. See you on the next one.